We explore what it means to live in a world where work, wealth, and wellness flow from who we are, not what we're told to be. Web3 isn't just technology, it's a return to truth, a remembering that our connections are capital, that creativity is currency, and that every act of kindness is data the universe never forgets. So take a breath, feel your power, and let's tune together because the future isn't waiting, it's already human. The infrastructure beneath the noise. Bitcoin is holding steady above $100,000 after dropping from 110,000 to below 99,000 this week. While short-term volatility grabs headlines, the real story is the infrastructure quietly being built beneath. Japan's financial services agency announced support for its three largest banks to develop a stablecoin. Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, Sumitomo Mitsui Financial Group, and Mizuho Financial Group launched a proof of concept this month. When the world's third largest economy's biggest banks start issuing tokenized currency, that's not speculation, that's infrastructure. That's the foundation for economic sovereignty being woven into everyday systems. Privacy, regulation, and the path forward. Zcash has exploded, gaining over 1,000% in 6 weeks, hitting $637 and surpassing Monero to become the largest privacy-focused cryptocurrency. Yet this same week, Samurai Wallet co-founder Kiani Rodriguez was sentenced to 5 years in prison for operating a cryptocurrency mixing service, a clear signal that regulators view privacy tools with deep suspicion. This tension reveals something vital. As centralized control tightens, people hunger for tools that restore their dignity and autonomy. Prediction markets enter the mainstream. Google Finance is adding Polymarket and Kalshi data directly to search results. Both platforms are experiencing explosive growth, with valuations reaching $9 billion and $5 billion respectively. Prediction markets are moving from crypto-native spaces into the everyday tools we already use. This matters because it normalizes decentralized decision-making and collective intelligence. When systems fail, communities respond. The federal government shutdown is now in its fifth week. The FAA ordered airlines to reduce flights by up to 10% at 40 of the country's busiest airports. The shutdown froze SNAP benefits for 42 million Americans. Nearly 2 million Pennsylvanians rely on SNAP, including over 713,000 children. This isn't just a headline. This is what systemic failure looks like in real time, and it's driving people towards something more resilient, alternative economic systems. When centralized institutions collapse under their own weight, communities build their own solutions. Human-powered solutions taking root. Philadelphia's Ruth Street Community Garden in Kensington secured its future after the new Kensington Community Development Corporation purchased the property. Founder Britt Carpenter said it plainly, "We've had a lot of deterrents and barriers here in 5 years, but it hasn't stopped us yet, and we're not going to stop. This is economic resilience in action. Neighbors stewarding land, growing food, building wealth together. You can start exactly here in your own community, identify a vacant space, gather 3 to 5 neighbors who share the vision, and begin." Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott signed housing reform bills, eliminating parking minimums and increasing zoning flexibility. City Council President Zeke Cohen articulated the deeper why. Baltimore stands to be the one city in America that figures out how to grow, but not displace working people that built this city. When cities remove barriers to housing cooperatives and community-owned development, they're creating the conditions for human-powered micro-economies to flourish. Technology that serves human connection. Paragraph launched Writer Coins, tokenized profiles paired with tokenized articles. This builds on Postcoins introduced in July, enabling writers to earn through reader support without ads or paywalls. Creators maintain direct relationships with their communities. The middleman dissolves. Mantle Network partnered with Backed Finance to launch tokenized equities, enabling 24/7 on-chain trading of shares in Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, and MicroStrategy. What this means: markets that never sleep, owned by the people trading them, governed by the people participating in them. You can start building human-powered microeconomies in your own community right now. Join us in driving currency for humankind by visiting us at humn.world. The real infrastructure play. Centralized institutions strain under their own weight, while decentralized alternatives quietly mature. Stablecoins enable instant global payments. Tokenized assets unlock 24/7 markets. DAOs govern community resources. On-chain publishing gives creators direct relationships with audiences. This isn't about replacing one system overnight. It's about giving people options. When government freezes benefits, maybe community mutual aid keeps you fed. When landlords threaten displacement, maybe tokenized housing cooperatives offer stability. When banks cut you off, maybe stablecoins keep you economically active. The shifts we're witnessing aren't just technical upgrades, they're invitations to reclaim your economic power, your creative voice, and your stake in building something meaningful with your neighbors. The future of blockchain isn't just about faster transactions or more complex smart contracts. It's about creating systems that give people more control over their data, finances, and digital lives. When we prioritize human needs over technical novelty, blockchain becomes a tool for building the kind of world we actually want to live in, one where technology serves humanity, not the other way around.